Welcome back to Midday. Time for our weekly checkup with Santa Barbara County Public Health during this pandemic. And the Director of Public Health, Vondo Reynoso, joining us here once again, as she does every week. Either her or Dr. Onsorg have been a great resource through this whole thing. Thanks for being here. Let's start with the Delta variant. Last we had talked to you, we found out that there were 2 cases in the county. This seems to be a bigger concern across the country where vaccinations have dipped down in the demand for them. How are things looking right now with the Delta variant?
Good morning, Joe. First of all, I'm happy to say that here in Santa Barbara County, the Delta variant is still at minimal. We have not received any indication that it has hit our county. But you know what? Here is a good point to talk about that. You know, vaccines are safe and effective, and they prevent the spread of COVID-19, especially with the Delta variant increasing in its spread across among young people. So again, the key answer is vaccines if we're worried about the Delta variant.
And what is the update on vaccines? We know that everywhere it has slowed a bit, the demand for them, but how is Santa Barbara County doing? And are we getting closer to some of those thresholds where we feel a little more comfortable?
Slowly but surely. So we stand at 66.4% of our eligible population being vaccinated. So we still definitely have a little bit more work to go.
And then when it comes to masks, you know, we had this big change with the CDC guidelines and then California kind of catching up and locally as well. When you walk into a business, though, I did it the other day at Target. I went in, you're like, oh, I don't have to wear a mask, but everybody's got one on, so you feel like you have to wear one. Where do we stand on mask guidance for people?
You know, we are fully in alignment with the CDC and CDPH guidelines that for fully vaccinated people, masks are not required in most settings, right? So except for when you are traveling using public transit, when you are in a healthcare setting, when you are in a congregate setting, such as a homeless and an emergency shelter and in correctional facilities. But businesses do have the option of requiring people to wear masks or for people to self-attest, meaning that you can self-attest if you are fully vaccinated, you do not have to wear a mask. But the flip side of that is that we are also accepting when people still are feeling a little bit still anxious, and it's okay for them to wear a mask for that peace of mind.
We've had this news coming from the CDC yesterday about the heart inflammation in some of our younger citizens who have gotten the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines. And I know you had a call with the California Public Health Department and the CDC last night. What's the latest on that?
So yes, great question. Yesterday, as you know, the Centers for Disease Control and the Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices, known as ACIP, they did meet to discuss the latest data on reports of these mild cases of inflammation of the heart muscle surrounding tissue called myocarditis and pericarditis, in particular following the vaccination among younger people. So the good news is that this team of medical experts concluded that the vaccines are safe and effective and prevent COVID-19 illness. And so, you know, as a healthcare professional and a mom, I do understand our community concern and support everyone's interest that, you know, we really need to think about the safety of the COVID vaccines, especially among young people. So this clear message from the scientists and the medical experts validate our education and outreach efforts here in Santa Barbara County. So again, I strongly encourage anyone age 12 and older who are eligible to get vaccinated, as the benefits far, far outweigh the minimal harm. And again, just really wanting to reiterate and reassure our community that the heart inflammation is an extremely rare side effect and only occurring in a exceedingly small number of people. But the cases are mild and have full recovery within a short amount of time.
Treatable.
So It is treatable.
Treatable, and I think that's a good takeaway for people to hear. And then finally, I want to get you out of here on this. We have these infinity healing ceremonies. I want you to kind of talk about what they'll be. We've lost 455 Santa Barbara County residents during this pandemic, and these ceremonies will be a chance to pause and recognize that.
Absolutely. So it's important for us to acknowledge the lives lost and support one another. So the local faith and community leaders are hosting an infinity healing ceremony just to support one another and to honor the lost lives. The event is this Saturday, June 26th at noon at Solvang Park. And all attendees are invited to bring a stone that can be left as part of a memorial art installation. We do have a virtual participation available around 11:30. So for more information, please visit our website at publichealthsbc.org if you'd like to attend.
Vondo Reynoso from Santa Barbara County Public Health, thank you so much for that. We appreciate you joining us, and we'll check in with you again next week to find out how things are going with the pandemic. Thank you.